Disagree with True and I disagree with Saint, because I disagree that it's not relevant to bring up his culture or where he's from as he's speaking, because he's quite literally speaking from a place of ignorance. And that's the main thing. If ignorance is your driver, that's going to be problematic. If you don't approach a culture with curiosity and you believe you know more about that culture, especially what you've learned from YT people and YT media or white media, you are going to have an issue. You're going to come off as tone deaf. You're going to come off as ignorant, which is exactly what he did. As I said, he contradicted himself in his exact statement. But what I also disagree with is you can't call it disparaging if that's quite literally what you're doing. You're disparaging them. You said they're irrelevant and then relevant at the same time. You said they have no resources, but yet you enjoy the country. Like, it is this back and
No,
forth.
that's incorrect. You just misstated that. You said I said they're irrelevant and relevant at the same time. You'd have to clarify that.
Let me finish though. Thank you. Anyways, so you are contradicting yourself by saying it's not to disparage them. I love Africa. No. You are disparaging them, because what people do when they're typically xenophobic is you're the nice ones. But as soon as somebody makes me upset, I'm going to throw out every single xenophobic trope there is to throw out in order to offend you. And that is quite literally what you're doing, while also saying I have black friends like the YT people do. So it's not, that is what you're doing, sir. So let's just call a spade a spade. If you want to disparage them this whole time, disparage them, but don't say you're not doing it while we see and hear you doing it. That's not honest.
All right, pause it right there. Shorty comes in hot like a think piece with legs. Xenophobic, white media, ignorance, tone deaf. She sound like a stitched TikTok thread, not a grown conversation. Let's be real. A lot of y'all got podcast vocabulary with middle school comprehension. If you can't explain the word you just threw, you not intellectual. You just performing smart. She accusing him of speaking from ignorance. But watch the pattern. She assigns motive. You learned from white media. She labels him xenophobic. She never proves it. She just feelings her way through. That's TikTok logic. I feel offended, so you must be an ist or a phobic. And notice how fast she jumps to white people as the source of his thinking. Sis, sometimes black men are just disagreeing with you, not secretly channeling Fox News.